got a couple beauties. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching DS Outdoors. With me is a special guest. Met him in college, one of my really good buddies. His name's Jarod, and he's an avid outdoorsman. Tell him a little bit how you got into the outdoors.
Yeah, so when I was younger, I originally grew up in Tomah, Wisconsin, which is like just north of the driftless region around cranberry country. Got into the outdoors early on with my brother and dad. We did a lot of hunting, a lot of conservation work in the wild at some farmland that we hunt at. And then I got into Boy Scouts and then just kind of took off from there.
Favorite thing to hunt?
I'm into whitetail. I bow hunt and gun hunt. More of a bow hunter. I'm a big archery enthusiast. I do a lot of turkey hunting as well. Spring turkey hunting, fall turkey hunting. Favorite's got to be bow season. Can't beat the fall colors, rut.
And just knowing you can hit anything from 150.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you guys watched my turkey hunting video, he actually has a very similar one because I used some of his footage. Him and his dad both slocked a tom. Was it opening day?
Yeah, second season of spring turkey season. I want to say period B, they call it. First time ever we'd hunted in the same shack. Usually when we hunt, we have the same season. We hunt in different shacks. And because I was only home for so long, I live in Washington now.
Yeah, he ditched me. He's back for a week, so I forced him to come out here with me.
Yeah, so when I got back during the spring season, I told my dad I really wanted to hunt with him, and got it done. Didn't shoot the two turkeys that came in, but we each shot individual turkeys that came in back to back, and it wasn't 45 minutes apart that we had harvested two decent tom turkeys this last spring.
So you got a deer this year, you got a turkey this year. How about you catch me some fish?
Yeah, something like that, hopefully.
Fun video coming up, guys. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this.
Put on my camping hat.
There we go. Now he's ready. Here it is all set up. Open it up. You guys have seen this sleep set before. I got my Thermarest trail light with my Marmot 55-degree bag. Now Jared's about to catch some fish. Alright, you guys saw my setup. Now let's take a look at what Jared's got.
Yeah, so I've got a Kelty two-person tent that I picked up from my uncle this last fall while being back. Super nice tent. I would say it's more of a one-person tent with a little bit extra room. Get inside. We got our trusty, dusty mummy bag that I've had since probably I was 8 or 10 years old in Boy Scouts. And then we have the Thermarest Pro Light.
Pretty roomy in here. Plus I like having this sleeve right here so you can hold all your stuff underneath too. always do it. So I get a brace with a bunch of this. You put it like that, and then you put it on top so there's still oxygen getting to it, but it gets all that stuff.
This was my doe.
Okay.
This was one of the does that was shot. It was shot second for the Friday of
The last weekend?
Yeah.
I might lay them the other way so they don't accidentally fall through. Me and my cousin almost lost some steaks one time because we didn't. That'll be fine. We can always toss more coals under it too.
Yeah, we can like kind of scoop them
Yeah.
over as they go.
Our side to go with the venison.
Gotta kill. This little guy. I have no idea what it is.
Little catfish.
Little catfish.
Really shiny. Really big eye. All right, folks. As the fire's kind of dying down, there's the Crown Royals kind of kicking in. It's just been a great night. The sunset was beautiful. Saw a couple shooting stars. Probably the coolest one I've ever seen. Had a huge tail on it. And then he filled me in saying there's a meteor shower going over Wisconsin right now. So that was pretty cool. We had some coyotes. They had a good night too. I don't think they ate as well as some venison steaks, but they definitely killed something.
Took me longer to catch a fish than I thought it was going to.
Happy we caught something. I mean, take Leno out with me all the time and he never catches anything on camera. He always catches them off camera. But I think it's time to tell the folks the story of how me and Jarod met. I mentioned earlier that we met in college. This was probably a month into our freshman year, and I was in one dorm. He was in one that was pretty close to me, and I was actually going to pregame at one of my friend's places in his dorm. It was a Saturday night. We had plans to go to a house party. Freshmen, obviously. Gonna go pregame before this house party. So me and my roommate, couple buddies, went to this dorm to go meet up with some other friends. And as I'm walking down the hallway, I smell popcorn, and I walk past the room and the smell got stronger. So the door's open. I peek my head in. He's watching the Badgers versus Ohio State. And,
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, would you mind if I just grabbed like a handful of popcorn? And he's like, yeah, sure. Come on in. Door's open. So we're watching for a little bit. Soon enough, my handful of popcorn turned into the whole bucket. He's asking if I want to pop another bag of popcorn, and I'm like, actually, I'm about to go to this party. You want to come with? And he's like, nah. I mean, I've never drank really before, so do you like want a beer? And so he's like, sure.
That was the beginning.
And so I gave him a beer, and then I was like, do you want to like come to this party with me? And he's like, well, what do I wear? And meanwhile, he's wearing this Badger jersey because he's watching the game. I watched this dude try on 3 or 4 outfits, ends up wearing the Badger jersey to the party. We get to this party, and I'm mingling with like the people I've met throughout the month of going to these parties. I'm talking with these guys. I was like, I should probably check in on the guy that's never had a beer before. He's had about 3 or 4 now, so I'm looking around the party, and I'm just like, where is this guy? I look over, and he's kissing this chick.
Good start, huh?
I was like, oh, good for him. I mean, that's a pretty good start to your party phase. So we end up going and grabbing a slice of pizza and walk back to the dorms, and he looks over at me, he's like, hey, can I get your number? I'd really like to go to another party.
Just kept the door open, tried to be friendly with everybody, and it was a good start. It was
Obviously worked.
Yeah. We're here now, what, 5 years later?
Crazy, I think that was 5 years ago already. Mm-hmm. Couldn't be happier that he made a bag of popcorn that night.
No, absolutely. With me being in Washington now, it's tougher to get together. When we were in college, freshman year, we were a couple dorms apart. Sophomore year, we unexpectedly
end up across the hall.
Yeah, across the hall, so that was a fun year.
He texts me and he goes, what dorm are you going to be in next year? I go, Baldwin, 3rd floor. And he goes, oh, cool, me too. What room number? I go, 336. He's like, no way, I'm 337. Since he's out in Washington right now, his girlfriend's got, what, 1 more year of school?
Yeah, 1 more year of school and then an internship year. Big
decision where he's going to move to, though. So how many likes on this video would it take for you to move back to Wisconsin so we can do this more often?
Ooh, I don't...
Handshake right here. 1,000.
Back to Wisco it is. 1,000 likes.
Morning, guys. Slept pretty well last night. New tent worked out pretty nice. Around 7:30 in the morning. Already pretty warm, but the tent collected quite a bit of condensation, so we got our flaps open. Hopefully they'll air out and dry out for us within the next couple hours, so when we have to pack up, it won't be so wet. Not a bad tent for 25 bucks. Definitely gonna get a lot more use out of it. All packed up. About time to get out of here. All right, guys, we're all packed up and we're hiking out of here. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, let me know down in the comment section or leave a like. Also subscribe because I'll be posting more content like this all the time. I'll leave a link for all my gear down in the description as well. And Jarod actually just created a YouTube channel as well, JS Whaley 3. So if you're into archery, he does a lot of different shoots, a lot of cool places, and you'll be able to see a little bit of Washington as well. He also does a lot of hunting around here, like we had mentioned, a lot of turkey and deer hunting. Go help him out, subscribe. He's gonna be posting a lot of cool content. Thanks for coming along, guys. Until next time.